Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Papa Boris here, playing some more Hearthstone Battlegrounds. Let's go ahead and jump on in there. At this point, I'd really like to play Finley, one of the new heroes, though new is now kind of a relative term since the four new heroes have been out for quite a while. And also, he's apparently really bad. Everyone just says he's terrible. So, I'm excited to play him, but I'm sure that when I do play him, I'm going to have a terrible game. The hero power does look kind of weird, where you pay a gold to give a minion plus... Alright, he's not here. Alright, you know what? Syndragosa and AFK are both great choices. I love Syndragosa, had a great run with her recently, but we're going to grab Patches the Pirate. I've never actually played him, so just get this off my bucket list so I can ignore him in the future. Even though it does mean, of course, passing up two much better heroes. You know, it's one of those things where, like, it feels bad to have never played a hero and to continue to never play him even when you're given the option. Especially if the result is that because you're taking an inferior hero, you actually lose rating points. But, you know, psychologically, it just feels good to be able to say that I played with everybody. And I think I've played with everybody now, so we'll see how it goes. Oh my god, I don't even know what the hell to do here. So, I mean, you could, of course, fish for triples, but this is such a crappy card. I'm going to grab the Micro Machine. In some universes, this can be a late-game card. If you buff it up enough, it can be your mech. Obviously, it's no better than an actual good mech you could have. So, really, I'm just taking it because it has more attack. I don't know. I mean, this thing basically has 2 health, because when you pop your Divine Shield, you're essentially taking at least 1 damage, and it has 1 health to begin with. So, it has oftentimes more than 2 health. But its attack doesn't go up, and I guess I value the attack a little bit more than the defense and the potential to maybe get a triple at some point. Because I really don't want to buy a second one, is the thing. Just to fish for a triple. There have been plenty of games where, you know, I fished for a level 1 triple and never got it. And that notably happens a lot with Wrathweaver, the guy that gets +2/+2 when you play a demon. So, anyway, let's see what we got here. Nothing that's worth saving. I mean, you could save the Alley Cat, but thing is, my opinion, you should be careful about freezing on turn 2, because on Tavern Tier 2 you roll 4 units. If you freeze on turn 2, what you're basically doing is you're freezing 3 Tier 1 units, and you're only rolling a single Tier 2 unit. So you have to really be confident that whatever you're getting from this Tier 1 is like better than anything you could get from Tier 2, because blocking 75% of your possibly Tier 2 rolls is, you know, a steep price to pay. Okay, not getting the tie there. Sadly, had this been Alley Cat, it would have actually been a tie. But that extra damage on the Murloc Tidehunter means I take 3 more points of damage, which is awesome. Alright, what do we got here? Well, yeah. I mean, we could do this. This doesn't buff mechs. We could go for pogos. I've never actually gone for the pogo gambit. But we'll just take this, what I think is a standard play, which is to buy the Alley Cat, sell the token, get the Rat Pack. I'm definitely not freezing this board. So the idea is that now we're set up for a Hyena if it shows up. Or at Tier 3 we're set up a little bit at least for Pack Leader. An unbuffed Rat Pack is not super great with Pack Leader, just throwing down 2 rats, but if you can get it up to 3, at 3 it's like, okay, so having 3 rats buffed by the Pack Leader, filling up about half your board with rats, you know, that's decent. Alright, what kind of a game does Lich King have? Well, he is going for demons, which is something I have had some success with. One of the issues with doing demons as Lich King, though, is the fact that, oh man, it was going to be a tie. Can't even get a win here because he actually used his hero power. Demons don't have a lot of synergy with the Lich King hero power. There's not like Divine Shield demons. What the hell do you do here? Well, I mean, you could buy this and... oh my god. I mean... oh yeah, you know what? I guess the Micro Machine is a mech, so this isn't totally wasted. It's mostly just a 3/3, is all that is. Hopefully I'm not bumping into a Divine Shield here. It'd be nice to just use this and hit something big with it before something small in the beginning of my opponent's lineup takes it down. We'll see if that ends up being a true bit of logic or not. And it sort of doesn't... no, not really. That would have been better to keep around because these are going to get bigger now, and my Micro Machine is the one thing that could have actually taken them out in one hit. Yep, that 1 extra health on that Hyena is quite crucial, because otherwise it'd be dead and we'd tie. Instead, we lose. Well, I mean, I haven't had a hero power is the thing. That's one of the problems with patches. He just doesn't have a hero power. And then, like, late game, I don't feel like this is that good either, so it's just frustrating. Oh, we have a Murloc board. Good enough to make a switch to Murlocs? I mean, what exactly am I getting? I'm playing War Leader, buffing it. I'm playing the Cold Light Seer. Oh, and then I can get this, too. Okay, this is probably really dumb, but we're going to grab the Tide Caller and Tavern Up and freeze. We're going to make a switch to Murlocs, because this is just a heap of junk, this whole entire board. So, the plan is I'm going to probably, almost definitely, very certainly lose this battle horribly. And then next turn, at 8 gold, we can sell this last cat and get all 3 of these Murlocs and just have a Murloc board, which isn't even going to be that good of a Murloc board, but it's going to be better than the board I have now. And then we can see, I'm probably not going to get the endgame Murloc thing going, but, you know, we can maybe block some damage by having Murlocs early on here, and then switch to something better later. Is this going to potentially be a tie? No, it can't be a tie. I'm guaranteed to lose, and in fact I took about as much damage as I possibly could there. I did kill the tier 2 unit instead of killing one of the tier 1s, so that's 1 point of damage saved. Woo! I mean, this is actually the part of the game where Patch's hero power is pretty good. Like, this would have killed off 2 of his things. Maybe I should just have been using it instead of buying things. Well, anyhoodle, let's sell off the cat. Get all these Murlocs. And then I need, what? To sell 2 things off? Okay. Oh, wait, these are actually Murlocs. I should keep those. Right. Okay, I think we're going to give up on the Rat Pack. So we play this. Actually, the War Leader is the most important thing. So we play that first. Then we buff the War Leader. And then we play this. I should use my reroll here. Nothing super great. So I could roll again, but I'll use my hero power. Let's actually, like, I really would honestly, very much wise, like to actually win a battle. I mean, that'd be kind of cool. Like, you know how sometimes when all your opponent's minions are dead, you still have, like, 1 left over? Yeah, it's called winning a battle. I think I'd like to try that, just to see how it goes. You know, find out if it's to my liking or not. Maybe it's not, and then I'll never do it again, but, you know, I'd feel bad if I never tried. Okay, so no Hyena, no Pack Leader with this Beast board. The person seems to be doing quite well, but does not have quite all the components they would want to have. They do have an Amalgam, which is just always a good thing to have, but finally we're going to win! Oh my god, that feels good! A little bit of unlucky attacking from my opponent. Could have blocked a little bit of damage. But I think this thing was, with its massive 6 health, was destined to survive. Alright, so now I think what I'm going to do is aggressively Tavern Up. I am up against the Rat King, who is really whopping people. Maybe I should look at that first, but I think this board is going to be, like, decent-ish for at least a turn. Let's get up to 4. See a bunch of crap. Well, there's a Pack Leader for that Rat Pack I sold. Murloc War Leader number 2 is good. I don't know if it's necessarily correct to have 2 of them on the board. It probably is, but main thing you want is a triple. Then it's a 6/6 that gives other Murlocs 4 attack with bonus because this thing got buffed a couple of times. So, mainly what you look for is one of 2 things. Either you actually do go for endgame Murlocs, and then you try to get a Megasaur to turn them into Divine Shield poison things. Then you're very likely to win the whole shebang if you can not die while you're building to that. The other thing you can try to do is switch to a Menagerie build. This would be nice if I had an Amalgam, or you can go for like a quality mech, quality beast, like something like, for example, a Cave Hydra as your beast. Foe Reaper, granted that's from tier 6, as your mech, so you have cleaving. So that's your mech, then you have your beast, they both cleave, and you have like an Amalgam and a Murloc for like poison to just round out some value. And then you can, you know, if you have a compact enough board, you can even put in a Bran. So Bran and Menagerie Warden, or Light Fang Enforcer, whatever they're called, the typical things you look for at 5. Pretty much with any game, but this game in particular. Okay, so how much is the Rat King going to whoop us? Wow, a lot! Oh my god, he's going to whoop us a lot. What the fuck is this? Well, this person clearly committed to Murlocs at a much earlier stage of the game than I did. Yeah, well, I'm going to get wrecked here. It's going to take, like, 3 of my things just to kill his taunt, and then he has way more stats than I do. Okay, well, I could have gotten lucky and killed that. That would have blocked a couple of damage. Not that it really matters. Well, this guy did pretty well for himself. Not taking any damage and has a beast-ass board. I just hope I never face him again if I live long enough to even be in here. Okay, so I'm up against her. She seems not to be doing so well. We're going to play this aggressively. I am just going to tavern up. And I'm going to sell my... Actually, I'm going to sell... this thing does a lot of damage. It might be useful. I'm going to sell my crappiest Smarlock. But this is a potential thing that would later have, like, Divine Shield Poison, you know? I am going to sell that to get another War Leader. So I don't have to freeze this board again. And then do I sell this? I mean, it's a little more attack than my... well, what's the point of selling it? To use my hero power? I think this is better than my hero power. Doing 3 damage to 2 random minions probably isn't as good as keeping a 10-2 that can be sold for gold later to actually buy something useful. Okay. So we have Murlocs that are embarrassing because the Rat King has way better Murlocs. Granted, I completely switched like whole cloth like in one of the early turns of the game. So that being considered, I'm not doing too badly off. Would have been nice to get like an extra Cold Light Seer, especially if I could get a gold one, that'd be great. This is a pretty weak one that can be sold. This one can be sold. So getting a gold here or a gold here, or just I'm now at tier 5, just straight up rolling a Bran or a Menagerie Warden next turn would be nice. I'm also eligible for Cave Hydras at tier 4, and if I get a gold, I can get a Foe Reaper or a Gentle Megasaur at tier 6. Alright, how good is this board? Interesting, he's got a beast thing going on here, but also Iron Senseis? Interesting. I'm not sure this person has a very good build. Not saying that they're a bad player. I mean, they're obviously beating me right now, so shouldn't really criticize them too much, should I? But it seems like a pretty mismatched board. They're kind of like me. They're waiting for it to come together. Well, my time to wait is up. I'm at 5 health. Anything now is a guaranteed loss. Out of the thing. Well, we got ourselves a Cave Hydra. It's risky because I might not actually find a way to buff it. And I pretty much have to buff it this turn. Mech. No. No gold there. Alright, we'll get the Cold Light Seer. So you don't really want 2 Cave Hydras is the thing. The gold version is not really actually all that great. It's just a 4-8. And then you're spending a bunch of gold to potentially get nothing. The real question is, do I pick up this to discover a Murloc? It'd be nice to like discover a Cold Light Seer. Well, you know my motto. When you're behind, take risks. I'm going to sell off this Micro Machine. Get this thing. And play it. 20 seconds. Got to be conscious of the time. And... there was... oh, shoot. I thought there was one other one of these on the board. Oops. That was really bad. That was really... actually, there's no point even playing that stupid Hydra. Yeah. This is stupid. I should have taken, like, this guy at least. So that I could, so I could give something a +1/+1. Okay, well, we're probably just dead. I can't imagine this board beating anything. It's just raw stats at a very low level. I got 3 damage coming in to a couple of things. Come on, kill his thing. Killed one of them. That's good. But this is bad. He's got an 18-18, and that's not even that good for this time of the game. But it's good enough to be impressive against my board. Okay, that thing's doing some work. I mean, I'm glad there aren't 2 of them, but it's do or die. I have to just win, and I am not winning. Alright, well, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. Top 8 performance. Patches. Didn't get good cards. Didn't have a good hero power. Didn't have a good outcome. Oh, top 7 on the tie breaks. Woot woot. All aboard the party train. I'll see you guys soon.